Ding dong merrily on high, in heaven the bells are ringing. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It is Sunday. I want to use these cards. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and I feel we'll have a look at what's gone on this week, what's happening right now. Let's look into next week, how you're feeling, hopes, fears, outcomes, all that kind of stuff. And that deck I want to use, the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. Okay, well, that's around that way, and then, but it's upside down. Upside down, you're turning me. We can use the Rumi deck as well. You're sending love instinctively. I'm actually just making some room here. But I will pull a couple of cards from the Channel of Love cards as well. I don't think that was necessary to pile that up like that, but that's what you've done. £5 piece. The Queen's Head. It was taken to like off with her head, like Henry VIII kind of energy. I don't know if you can see what that is. Right, let's move those out of the way. Let's get these Channel of Love cards. Oh, it's a perfect day to fly a kite today. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest heights. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, whoop, up where the air is clear. Let's all go fly a kite as light as a feather. I've been seeing quite a lot of feathers today. Okay, so we've got Make a Wish, the underlying energy. I've got these cards that have kind of come out. I'll show you. I will show you. So, and then we've got, as I'm singing Let's Go Fly a Kite, Mrs. Do's You're Told, Feminine Compassion. Okay, interesting. Right. Make a wish, sex. Feeling light, as high as a kite. Feminine compassion, being in alignment. That's being in alignment with love. Like allowing yourself to be loved. We can all be quite good at giving our love, but how are we with receiving that back? Okay. Comfort is coming through. Needing comfort. But there's sexual urges here. Let's pull this Celtic cross. What's coming through is like nine months of pregnancy, and it's time for something to be like born. It's time for this wish to come true. 9. Emergency. I'm going to get the cards out first before I have a look at them. I'm just going to channel what comes through. There could be someone in the equation here who likes to tell you what to do, not in a good sense. But it's like you're looking for comfort, rather than being like a slave to society, people pleasing. These are the challenges. You want to be a slave to love. Oh, I want to look at this card. This is what's gone on this week. Oh my goodness, a complete and utter nightmare. Oh, this is nice. Oh, okay, I know what that's about. Yeah, okay. We keep these ones concealed for now. We'll look at these other cards first. That can be the outcome, it's fine. Heads or tails? Bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. So there's that passionate, sexy energy. That's what he's wanting. It's not wanting a nightmare. Ouch, that hurt my finger. It didn't really, but it was like an automatic thing I said. Ouch, that hurt. But it didn't. Maybe it should have, but it didn't. But, okay, perceived as hurtful. We have the King of Wands here, the King of Passion. I mean, he's got his legs open. It looks like he's trying to hide his erection. It's just like growing. It's his wish. He wants, like I said, tender loving care. Right, what happened last week? I'm going to show you these cards quickly so you can see. So we've got the Celtic cross here. 4 cards going up there, but they're concealed at the moment because we'll work on this first. Then we can change the trajectory, whatever word it is. These cards here, this is what we're talking about. These are the challenges. This is what's gone on during the week. This is the energy of now. Next week. Beep, beep. I heard a train. And what's been assisting behind the scenes. So, that is that. It's feminine love that's been assisting behind the scenes. And in the current, it's like continuous. And let's just have a look at this. What are we talking about today? Okay, we're talking about learning, growing, measuring your success. I always feel she's got like a tape measure around her waist here. The coin, it is a messenger, but I feel I felt more about growth. How big this legacy really is. You know, when you realise something's a lot bigger than what you anticipated. We're taken to the goat. The milk tastes funny today. It's not the milk soft, but my first cup of coffee, it was like, oh my goodness, all I can taste is milk. And so I've been adding more coffee because I did not like the taste. Milk. Goat's milk has a rather unique taste to it. Okay, so this is what we're talking about, your growth. Let's read this. Well, we're looking for the glasses first. Your growth, and I'm taken to that erection. The resurrection. Because these feels like blocks, but that one's like it's round the wrong way. Like if you were putting bricks, like in the wall here. I need to show you, like, as it's down. Because, like, you can see the bricks here, but, like, you would expect another brick to be this way, and then you've got this block. I don't really feel it's much of a block, because we've evolved. Anyway, let me read this Page of Pentacles, what we're talking about here. We'll read all of it. Really in no rush. Look at this. It's got a nice energy. Hi Gal Gal, sorry darling, I did see that you had popped up. Good morning, channel of love. Cheeky little Santa Claus sneaking down the chimney at night. Yeah? I'm distracted. I'm actually distracted quite a bit by kissing. Yeah. When you said about Santa Claus sneaking down the chimney, we have like a Santa Claus blanket, and I found myself like staring at it, and he's like got his lips puckered up, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, it's like been years since I've kissed. Do we remember how to kiss? And then I saw this like short that popped up about like kissing. Do you kiss like this? And it's like this couple kissing. It's like distracted by love, you see. Nine of Pentacles is the Divine Feminine's energy. Distracted by the Divine Feminine. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have a sneaky little grin on my face. Oh, a cheeky little grin. Sneaky? Cheeky. Lucy, yeah. The Page of Pentacles. Oh, we're here. Oh, I need a drink. Oh, hold on, I've opened up to the Knight of Pentacles. I just wanted to turn the page so I could read it. Let me read. Because I was going to say it's 2 pages forward, because we had the 9 of Pentacles, so the 10 and then the page. But I was already on the page, so it's 2 pages forward. It opened up to the Knight. Anyway, okay, we're opening up now to a Knight. A passionate Knight. A young woman with darker skin tones, black hair and brown eyes stands holding a large golden pentacle. She is in a garden setting and stands under a blooming magnolia tree. In the background we see a pretty blue sky and a lush landscape. The page holds up the pentacle and looks at it. Doesn't say that, Luce. Okay. Where's the card? I feel like, hold on, this has gone into the current position. It's budge love out the way. That's that block. You best do what you're told, otherwise there's going to be trouble, consequences. These are like threats. Manipulation coming in to try and scare you. Okay. Because look, she's pushed her away. It's a karmic energy. Pushed her away into like the present moment. Into the present, which your present is love. Get back. Then we've turned love around. It's like, seriously. Come on. Oh, I'm singing the song, come back and finish what you started, and don't leave me hanging on. I feel in a totally negative way. It's like, come back, don't just walk away from me. And you know when somebody just won't let it rest, just give it a bit of space. You know, we'll talk a bit later. No, they want to talk now. Now, until, you know, I don't know what they're wanting to hear or wanting you to say. Which is pushing this masculine more to wanting to be around the Divine Feminine's energy. A comforting, loving, compassionate, caring. That's his wish. Right, so you've really made a wish, you've asked for help. Let's have a look. You've really made a wish? Let's hold this card up. The page holds up the pentacle and looks as if she is studying it most carefully. She wears a romantic spring green gown with pink floral trim. A 5-petaled flower pendant is around her throat and is a discreet pentagram. Her gown, its colours, the floral trim and her medallion are all subtle links to the suit of pentacles ruling element of earth. A white hind peeks from around the tree just behind the page of pentacles. What's a hind? Is a hind a baby goat? Is it a goat at all? lights are flashing fast. 999. What's your emergency? Right, okay. So the White Hind invites you to explore the realm of the Fae. This otherworldly doe, what's a deer? Symbolises magic and miracles. The magnolia tree that blooms so charmingly in this card also corresponds to the element of earth. Finally, in the language of flowers, the magnolia blossom symbolises sweetness, beauty, perseverance, and a love of nature. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, this is what we're talking about, or what we're studying, seeing as that's the position it's in. The Page of Pentacles represents a person who is studious and quiet. They are generous, kind, and a fixer. This page denotes not only a faithful friend, but one who will work hard to achieve their goals. With focus and practical hard work, they will be very successful. This card can also symbolise a student of the magical arts who is enthusiastic, fascinated, and completely absorbed with their studies, or a student who feels the call to explore fairy magic. Now is the time to focus on your spirituality. Take a look at how your spell work manifests on the physical plane, and if you want your magical practice to flourish, then you must allow it time to blossom and grow. The message of the Page of Pentacles is this: open your eyes, look to nature, and patiently study her ways to understand the lessons of earth magic that await you there. The key words: a time of study, a love of nature, patience, kindness, generosity, being drawn to the fairy realm, enthusiasm, success. Take the time to focus on your spirituality. Wow. The associated elements, earth and earth. Earth is the suit of pentacles related natural elements, while all four of the pages are also associated with the practical elements of earth. That's interesting, because this week's guidance was taking that time to study. Now is a time to study, absorb, gather information, because you will need it later on. You will share that later on. Okay, let's have a look at some challenges here then. So I really don't want to be sitting here all day. Children. And the feminine here still studying on spirituality. So she sees no blocks because there's always a solution. Okay, they're just tests. Well, we have the Two of Cups here. All these cups have flowers growing out of them, which suggest things growing. So the children have grown. The pump of prosperity has been pumped because that water's flowing. So there's been effort in the past. You've put in the effort to get the flow. But all I can see is like, but what about like me? Like saying that to yourself. But what about you? What about me? Because look, it says like me in the bottom there. I don't know if that's going to focus, but just here, it says me. I don't think it's, you're going to have to trust me on this one. And still the feminine is mastering, has spiritual practices, magic. It is magic. When you align with it, faith and belief, and a whole lot of hope. It's not even about hoping, it's knowing. It's a strong knowing. So there's differences in belief levels. But last week it was a complete and utter nightmare. I'm not going to read like Well, I'm not reading this card. I can tell you what it says. It's like she's been bit by a vampire. So I feel like someone's behaviour over the last week has been bossy, controlling, do as you're told. Someone who's giving the orders. It's like she's become extremely toxic, and there's no way out because it's like the window is blocked. It's like she needs she needs to be put behind bars. It's quite a reckless energy. I mean, she's tired, so she's getting more and more frustrated and angry, deflated, and that's a very good energy. And then we seem to have like this tsunami of love that's washing over the Divine Feminine here. It's a very young, innocent, light-hearted energy here. It felt like there was a shield, like you were shielding her from this toxicity. But she knows that she's protected. Because look, this is the energy of kind of being there. Because I feel like she is there with you, in spirit, her love. Like you're just on the other side there. As she's working on this pentacle, like studying it, which is what this card said. Wow, it's like you're spiritually being brought back to life. Well, you're already alive spiritually. But look, there's a skull on the table. Oh, my heart's beating. My heart's beating. Oh, yes. I think my heart skipped a bit. Cheers to the channel of lovers. Okay. That goes back in there. Oh, we clear the throat because, like, the Hierophant's just about to speak, the High Priest. What do you have to say? This is next week. I feel like you're up, high. As in, like, the kite energy. Did you hear that noise at the same time as I said that? Notice the signs. Oh, it sounded a bit like scaffolding, or something. And I'm taken to the pillars here. Anyway, next week you've got like what's coming through is when you connect with the, like the High Council, court. We're going to like the Divine Court. The masculine, feminine keys. But what's been assisting behind the scenes are insights, flashes of insights. We've got the Hermit here. He's in a very cold, lonely, dark, stark place. But like this is the energy of like Merlin. It looks like the Fool card, like taking that leap of faith off of that cliff. Or is he just about to lose his faith and drop that lantern over the edge and stay here? What's been assisting? Well, a choice needs to be made. That's why you got to go to like the council, the great servant. There's a card within the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards that describes that. I think I can go straight there rather than trying to shuffle a card and see if it comes out. But ooh, the deck is upside down. That's interesting because so's that Oracle of Shadows and Light. Bittersweet is on the bottom, but the card I'm looking for, it's one of the last cards. So it comes from like the neutral section. I'm sure it does anyway. Whereabouts is it? I just started singing like a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay you down. Yeah, I was shown earlier the video for Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel, Don't Give Up, and how they were cuddling in that video. And it's like there's an eclipse that goes on, and they do the turn. And that was just, yeah, that's the kind of embrace that, it's like, don't give up. You still have friends, you still have us. Whereabouts is this card? I'm sure it is in this deck. How bizarre that I'm not really able to find the actual card, but I know the message is in here. I've been through this deck twice. I'll go. Destiny. That's the card I was looking for. Black and white, together we are stronger than alone. Okay, the legend. Black and white are in heaven, waiting to go back to earth yet again. So I feel it has something to do with this energy here. I feel the card's missing because this is that's the card that's being played, used. I don't know why else it's missing. Not stuck to the bottom of it. Black and white are in heaven, waiting to go back to earth yet again to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appeal to the council of great spirits, who turn down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together they could accomplish greater things than they could have done alone. The inspiration: take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? The personal inquiry: what tools do I need to form my own destiny? Am I ready for my destiny? Key ideas: true love, taking a stand, a positive omen, radical thinking, deep satisfaction, ability to change. Keywords: love, pathway, faith. The meditation: recall a time when you fought for something you believed in and won. Allow the feeling of triumph to filter through your body. See yourself before the council of great spirits. Make a request. They will grant it if it's for the highest good of all. They tell you their decision. Thank the spirits for their wise counsel. Relax in knowing that the council will confer with great servant for you. You are welcome to go before the council anytime. Next week. Next week. Okay, so how do you feel about this? Because we've been on for half an hour, and well, it's over here underneath this box. How do we feel about this? I just heard a ping. Well, we have the Magician, and we have the High Priestess. Well, equal, really. You wouldn't be able to judge who has the greater power here. One makes magic work in the physical, the other one brings through those insights. Stronger together than alone. Excited. That's how you feel about it. Excited? That's nice. How does this affect others? Yeah. This is a Divine Feminine welcoming you to get all of that off of your chest, because a lot of shit has hit the fan, has crashed down, has gone wrong, has gone bad. When we saw that she's like here, I feel like she's less likely to judge you than others. Feminine compassion's here. Now these cards have kind of gone a bit ski with, as if that's a bit of an issue. Opening up, telling the truth. She is a Queen of Swords. You have a look, he's like flying. He's flying? There you go, you're not even falling, you're flying. And, yeah, look, you're going to be caught in the waters here. This is this energy. She's going to hit rock bottom. She already has. Look at her hands like draped on the stone here. Whew. The bricks flying. I mean, the bricks are flying. I've spoken about bricks. Need a good rub down. Yeah. Okay. How does this affect others? Well, that is like the question. How did all of this affect everybody? Hopes or fears? Well, things can't get worse. So we're going to be hopeful. I did say about like faith and belief and a whole lot of hope. Yeah. We're going to read this card. Ten of Swords, because it's bad. It's bad. Okay. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay you down. And this is masculine's been thrown out in the cold. And she's like, lock the doors, lock the doors, lock the windows. Feel like you're a prisoner in there. Well, you're free, but it feels like you've been chucked out, left to die. Ten of Swords. Look what I've opened up to, the shadow side, look. And that's like the devil, death here. I feel this is a masculine, this is a divine feminine kind of saying, what on earth has gone on? Because she is like delving into that coin. The card means earth and earth. What on earth has gone on? Okay, we're not going to read that card. We're going to read the Ten of Swords. Whereabouts are the swords in here, please? I'm nervous under the, like, my legs are proper shaking here. A man's body lies face down in the grass. There are 10 swords stabbing him in the back. He has brown hair and his cloak is grey. Behind him, the sun is setting and in a tree's gnarled and twisted branches, an owl with bright yellow eyes sits and watches over the body. The owl, also a creature of the element of air, is a classic symbol of magic, mystery, and inner wisdom. The landscape in the background is ominous, dark, and threatening. There are so many swords in the man that it must have taken a group of people to do this. The lack of blood in the card reminds us that this is symbolic act and not a literal one. The man portrayed here trusted when he shouldn't have, or ignored his own instincts, and now he has paid the price of being betrayed many times over. A lone plant of purple blooming monkshood grows near the body. In the language of flowers, monkshood warns that a deadly foe is near. Clearly this man did not pay attention to the poisonous herb's warning. Picked up the poison here. When the Ten of Swords rolls into a reading, you have to ask yourself, why did you not listen to your own instincts? This card is a vivid illustration of being stabbed in the back. This shows betrayal from a loved one, friend, or coven member. This is what happens when you ignore your inner voice and gut hunches that something is wrong. By ignoring the warning signs and not paying heed to your own instincts that trouble was brewing, you have paid the price. This card can also symbolise being involved with a toxic group of people, such as in a job environment or even in a coven where you are not cherished, but instead made to feel like an outsider. If your instincts are warning you that you don't belong, then you need to be wise, like the owl, and fly away from the group and all of their negativity. Whereas the energy of being, you feel like an outsider. She slung you out. And fly away from the negativity. Felt like you were flying here. Okay. Hopes or fears. What are the key words? A coven where you do not feel accepted or cherished. A toxic group of people. Betrayal. Being stabbed in the back. Ignoring your instincts. Let's have a look at the outcome here. Your ship's coming in, look. You've made a wish. That wish has been granted. Well, we'll see next week. We'll see what the answer from the Great Servant is. We'll put it before the council. Okay. Three of Wands. Let's read this card. The Lovers. We'll read this, the first part here. I wasn't going to, but when it says, a brown-haired young man stands high on a cliff overlooking the water and the horizon. There's still life in the old dog yet, in you yet. We've only just begun. Lay me down on a bed of roses. Petals. Well, we can have rose heads if you want, but petals. A brown-haired young man stands high on a cliff overlooking the water and the horizon. His high vantage point, like flying a kite, because it's like kind of alignment here, ascension. His high vantage point allows him to see the big picture. In his left hand he holds up a blooming and beribboned wand of hawthorn. Just behind him 2 more tall wands are planted in the ground as if in support. But like they were crutches. The man has a band around his head to keep his hair out of his eyes and his vision of the future clear. He wears an orange tunic and a rich red cloak. These fiery colours are a visual link to the element of fire. This card was right up there with this dude here. This dude, he's a passionate dude. Hello. These fiery colours are a visual link to the element of fire, which correlates with the suit of wands. The young man gazes out on the calm sea, where there are 2 ships sailing in the distance, as if he is waiting for his ships to come in. Perhaps he is waiting to board one of those boats and set off on new adventures so he can explore the unknown. He is actively watching, waiting, and letting events unfold. This is an exciting card and one full of possibilities and impending success. The bright sky and calm seas illustrated in this card shows that this is an optimistic card and that the future looks bright. Okay, so when the 3 of Wands turns up in a reading, it illustrates a time of expectation. The querents may be waiting for news about a project or proposal. The overall theme of this card is optimism and active waiting. It shows the beginning of a project and the hope that comes from making plans for a new career or life. Remember that things are always in motion, nothing is at rest, and change is constant. The 3 of Wands usually represents the person receiving the reading. This card may also be nudging you towards taking on more of a leadership role at work or in your coven. This is a time of expansion and growth. Be like the watcher in the 3 of Wands. Keep a sharp eye and allow events to unfold. There is reason to be optimistic and to have hope. The future looks bright. Keywords: active waiting. Everything is in constant motion. Expansion, growth, taking on a leadership role, keeping an eye on your future goals. The future looks bright. I know what card's next. The 4 of Wands. Anyway, let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. It's just the box that's upside down. So alchemy's on the bottom with the Angel of Alchemy. That's what this is here. A miracle. I can hear like someone saying it would take a miracle to sort out my shit. And it's like, well, okay, a miracle is his then. Bon Jovi sings that one best. Yes. Living on a Prayer. Okay, calm down. You're excited. I'll do anything for one kiss. Anything. Yes, I'll do anything. Anything? Anything for you. Snow Angel, the signs are with you already. Yeah. See the signs. Card number 4, the number of the Emperor. So I feel we're talking to the Divine Masculine. The signs are with you already. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's read this message. This angel is one of the many beings assigned to humanity to carve out signs in the most dark and lifeless of places. She leaves signs for those who cannot see and shapes them again and again until one day those who deny she is watching over. I want to know how to... Okay. Those who deny that she is watching over them finally wake up. So this energy here of, you've got the feminine's love there, it's right there with you. Do you see the signs? Do you feel it? Stop questioning it. It is at that moment she can move on to another charge. By acknowledging her protection, you set her free and release her many blessings so others, too, may benefit. Look around you now for signs of her presence. Even in the snows of winter and the harsh desert sands, she has made her presence felt. It is your blindness, your unwillingness to see, that holds you back and not life itself. Open your eyes to the presence of Snow Angel, of all angels, and feel their blessings, and begin to live life anew. The Snow Angel speaks, there, if you miss that sign, I really don't know what will convince you. Maybe I should just stand here a while and wait till you notice me, point to the sign, flap my wings, and then you'll believe that it is really a sign. I leave signs for all to see, clear indicators of my presence, and even make my shape in this cold snow. But again and again you ask, where are my angels? And here I am. I will continue to leave my mark in the snow, with a feather falling from the sky, in the gentle voice that speaks to you at night, and even in the gentle prod I may give you from behind. But stop asking for signs. You have received so very many, and none of them will be seen or acknowledged until you are willing to believe that we are always with you. The divination message. You have already received very definite, clear signs, ones that you have asked for over and over again. The Snow Fairy will reply again, but it is the message you are refusing to hear, not her presence, that is denied you. It is your own fear and attachment to hesitating that keeps you on pause. It is time to see what has already been shown to you and to take action immediately without hesitation. The Snow Angel has shown you so very clearly that you are protected and cared for, and now it is time for you to do exactly that for yourself. And yes, you can. Open your senses up to angelic guidance. Okay, Rumi. You who show the way. I had a vision of that coming out again. Okay, the song. Back to You, Bryan Adams. Like a star that guides a ship across the ocean. How your love takes me home, back to you. And if I wish upon that star, someday I'll be where you are. And I know that day is coming soon. Yeah, I'm coming back to you. Okay, Rumi, can we have a message, please? Arise. Card number 13, that death energy. Isis and Osiris is coming through. She brought him back to life. Through, like, sex energy. Arise. Card number 13. It's the number of the death card. Okay. Wings of hope languish from lack of use. When wings dissipate and weaken, life begins to lose its value. Every cell in your body is created to rise to challenges. Your life is meant to confront everything that holds you captive. Don't sit at the bottom of the well, not caring about salvation. Listen to the voice within calling to you. Reach for eminence beyond your own maturity. Rumi. I dance before you in sacred spectacle, hoping to garner your attention. Continuation of the snow fairies. Snow fairy, snow angels messages. But the fairies are around because I saw them as I was setting up the camera. I saw them fly past, and it straight away mentioned about the realm of the Fae with one of the cards. Oh, this one. Okay. I dance before you in sacred spectacle, hoping to garner your attention. Look at me, I cry to your ailing spirit and despondent flesh. Look at me. If you were to look up, you would see that I am a mirror of your own being, your light, your heart, your spirit, your all. Yes, there is pain, and yes, there is a letting go taking place, and you are frightened and uncertain sometimes. But you make this mean something that it does not. It means that you are to turn your head away from what is dying, and do this gently but firmly, and turn your head towards what is living. Look at me, I will show you truth, and you shall laugh your deepest belly laughter with so much glee, sharing in my secret that the only force at work in your life is unconditionally living divinity. I see in you a divine wild child and sacred heart. You have gumption, chappelle, guts. You dare to love where others only see pain. You dare to believe that everything will somehow work out where others see only what they judge to be wrong. You see love where others ply fear. You seek freedom where the world still buys into manipulation and propaganda. Don't lose heart, beloved wild child. Dare to believe. You are right to do so. It is the divine rebel in you that refuses to surrender hope. Give up the fight, perhaps, the battle that comes from a place of fear, but never give up your hope. That hope in your heart, that optimism and patience for growth into love, creates a light within you that helps the world see through darkness. It becomes a candle that shimmers contentedly upon the windowsill of your heart temple. There it is, more obvious even in darkness. The stars do appear to shine brighter at night, beloved, but don't become consumed by your nightmares. They will pass with the coming dawn, you'll see. Don't give them too much stock. Instead, put your attention towards that defiant candle of hope that burns, as is its nature and purpose within you. Can you sense its warmth, even in the presence of cold fear? Ah, it shall warm you now, and if not, then I come to remind you, you are a blazing angel. You are filled with holy fire, and you shall prevail. Oh, the joy of you, the expanse of you. You fill my own heart with your magnificent essence. I see and know the great beloved in you. There the great beloved is, looking out at me from behind your eyes. I see the candlelight of your heart temple flicker within your gaze. That is, let's just take a moment, please. That is, okay. There the great beloved is, looking out at me from behind your eyes. I see the candlelight of your heart temple flicker within your gaze. That is what the candle of hope honours. The workings of the great beloved, so creative and crazed with love for you, that all circumstances of your life, down to the tiniest detail, are evoked out of love. Love, out of passionate desire, takes you from despair into hope, from holding on to letting go, from turning away to opening up. So the great beloved takes you across the moonlit ocean into the temple of the cosmic heart. Here, an eternal flame burns bright with hope, igniting the light within the hearts of all humanity, all of humanity. You are being asked to trust, to gently lay to rest the suffering that has been, perhaps because of what you have labelled as the failure, the doubt, the losses and setbacks. They are so little in the greater scheme of you. Put them aside, allow them to rot and become fertiliser for life, but do not try to keep them alive beyond their earthly expiry date, lest you become tainted or poisoned by the rot. Let them go, and instead focus on what is alive now. Can you sense that before you is a great being of light, a greater pathway opening up? This is truth, blazing angel. This is truth. Take the step. So easy it is when the light of the heart is felt within, reminding you of your own divine nature. The world is here for you to experience, so that you may realise divinity in its majesty, mystery and love, more so than ever. All serves that divine purpose, so embrace it. Find your faith, be at peace, know that no matter what appears to be, all is well. You are so loved. It cannot even begin to be translated sufficiently into words, but it can be transmitted from my heart to yours, just as the sun catches dry tinder and sets it aflame. This oracle comes with a message for you. Arise. You have been downtrodden for long enough now. Perhaps you have been feeling defeated, put upon, underestimated, or walked over in mind, body, or spirit by others or your own doubts and fears. Enough now. You are liberated through the hope in your heart, the defiant optimism that buoys your spirit and demands that you shall have your dawn. You shall rise like the sun and begin anew now. Step up. It is your time. Let's finish with this sacred honouring ritual. That's just such an amazing message, guys. Come on. Step up, it is your time. Enough now. This is do as you are told. It's horrible, toxic, poison energy. And this was in the position of hopes or fears. You have been downtrodden for long enough now. I won't say for too long. For long enough now, perhaps you have been feeling defeated, put upon, underestimated or walked over in mind, body or spirit by others or your own doubts and fears. Enough now. You are liberated through the hope in your heart, the defiant optimism that buoys your spirit and demands that you shall have your dawn. You shall rise like the sun and begin anew now. Step up, it is your time. Okay, the sacred honouring ritual. Stand up and turn behind you. Say aloud, with gratitude and deep soul daring, I choose to say thank you and goodbye to my past. What has been, and is no longer to be. I am at peace with this, for what has been is nothing more than fertiliser for life to flourish now. With complete forgiveness and acceptance, I allow this letting go to happen. With all of my heart, I ask for unconditional love to assist me in this sacred surrender now. Turn now to face forward. Say aloud, I invite in life, I invite in love, I invite in what is required for my own spiritual success and thriving divinity. Through unconditional love and divine mercy, through the guiding spirit of my soul brother Rumi, may this now be so. Then place one hand on your heart and say aloud, in this present moment, life thrives. It is within this thriving grace that I choose to place my consciousness now. I am an angel ablaze. I trust in the benevolent divinity guiding my way. Place both hands in prayer, and when you are ready, simply bow your head for a moment. You have finished your honouring ritual. I have finished this Sunday service. I'll catch up with you guys soon, so have yourself a fantabby dozy day. Okay, take care, much love. Bye for now.